Good morning, good morning. Well, Sunday morning here in beautiful Nova Scotia in the greenhouse. A slightly changed greenhouse from what it has been previously. As you can see, it's all been brought inwards this way a bit. The actual greenhouse bit's all the same, but the building has been brought in shorter because of building regulations. I've had to do that. But that's all in the past now, done and dusted. I've just got to tidy that up a little bit now over the next few weeks. But that's not what we're here for today. We're in May the 9th, I think, something like that now. Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. And thank you for all you do for our families. But May, and things are moving in the greenhouse, things are moving in the garden. Plants are growing strongly now. These are dahlias, obviously, because we're in how to take dahlia cuttings. So these are a couple of dahlias. They don't actually have any name. I bought them cheap from the dollar store. But they're purple, yellow and white, allegedly. But they seem to be growing strongly enough. So I thought I would take the chance to increase my stock of dahlias. And it's easy to do it with cuttings. So I thought I'd take the chance. And I'd also thought I'd take the chance to show you guys how to do it if any of you don't know how to do it. So the basics of it is we have obviously our plant coming out now. We have a tuber under the in the pot, and that's where it gets all its goodness from. And then we have little nodules in the tuber, and as you can see, we've got a big one come out here and a little bit of a plant coming out as well. Now because I've got two, like in this one here, I've got two big ones. I'm going to take the chance with that and take a cutting of one of them. So, and it's really, really easy. So what we're going to do is we want to take this cutting and I want to cut it as near as possible to or actually take a sliver of the actual tuber as well with this cutting. So let's get on with that a sec. So I'm going to take, with a nice sharp knife, I'm going to cut this as close in to the tuber as possible and hopefully take a little sliver of it as well. And I've managed to do a little tiny bit of it actually, which is good. So that's that bit done. Let's do another one. This should be a bit more difficult. I planted this a bit too deep. So again, I'm going to try and take it as close. Maybe take a bit of the tuber as well. Oh, didn't really get it that much on that one, but it should be alright because it's right up close. Put them to the side now. So we have taken the cutting and with a bit of a sliver of the tuber on this one, which is good. Next thing we want to do is we want to remove the middle part of the growth there. Pinch it out, or I try and get it with my knife. And what that does, that's going to remove apical dominance. So what the plant is going to do is put its efforts into growth and the leaves, etc., and the root growth, rather than trying to produce a flower in the short term. So after that, we want to remove any of this sort of side growth here for a minute, because we're going to plant that sort of low to the soil and we don't want that to rot away. And then what we're going to do is remove these lower leaves. I think I'm going to remove some of these top leaves as well, because at the moment, you know, there's no root growth there, so the plant has got to transfer all its energy into getting the water up to these leaves, and the more leaves there, obviously the more water it's got to try and get up there. So let's give it a chance early on. I'm just going to have these leaves for the minute, and all I'm going to do This doesn't look it, but because I put some more compost on top, but underneath I've given this a good water. Where's my... Oh, Frederick the pheasant, giving it large. So I'm going to plant this up close to the side, close as possible. Nice and deep, up to those lower leaves. I've been planting it up close to the side so that when the roots form, well, for a start, the side's going to be warmer. And actually, I should have used a black pot. My mistake. But a black pot's better because it's got a nice, it'll warm up the earth, you know, absorb the heat better. But we're planting it up to the side because that side's warmer, and also when the roots come out, they're going to go hit the side of the actual pot, break, and then form lots of little lateral roots, which is going to help it get established. So that's one of the reasons why we put it up close to the side. And again, this one here, I'm going to pinch this one out. Pinch that top shoot out. Then I'm going to cut these bottom leaves like so. Take these top leaves off. There we go. There's enough leaves there for it to get going. Plant this one up to the sides as well. There we go. Right, I'm going to give this another water, and then I'm going to put it somewhere out of direct sunlight, keep it warm, and over the next few weeks we should get some roots coming out there. And obviously when you start to see some more growth coming out the top, you can pop these up, and I'll do another video on potting them up post that. But you're basically just going to pot it up to individual pots, and you should get some flowers out of these plants this year if they take. So I'm going to go and find some more dahlias and pot some more up. Job's a good one.